right now I'm next to Benjamin. Benjamin actually came here from Canada. And actually came here to give a lecture here, didn't you?
Yes, that's correct.
How many miles is that?
Miles, geez, that's...
Kilometers.
I can tell you in kilometers.
How many
roughly,
kilometers?
What? 600.
You came 600 kilometers.
370 miles.
370 miles to share your story about raw food, about wheatgrass, about sprouting, and I don't know if we got paid or not.
I got paid for communicating with people.
Wow.
Yes.
Anyway, I asked Benjamin if he has a story, and because what we do is we talk about raw food and healing, raw food, all different stories. And anyway, Benjamin said he does have a story. I looked at this nice healthy guy. He's got a story about cancer. So why don't you tell your story and what made you go into raw food?
Absolutely. So a year ago, I was diagnosed with malignant melanoma, and of course that was a shocker for me. And I went in 1 month later for a consultation in the hospital, and we started conventional medicine right away. They took an 8-centimeter diameter chunk out of my side, which is where the skin cancer resided, and they did pathology on it and found that there was clean borders. But they said to me that, based on their statistics, that I should consider doing a lymph node or a sentinel node biopsy, and they scheduled that for November. In the meantime, I actually went and saw a friend and a psychic who, had confirmed with me that, I had cancer, and she told me that I needed to start taking wheatgrass.
Wow.
And
Doctor or wheatgrass? I was going to go for wheatgrass.
Exactly. So, of course you're in that situation where, cancer is a big scary word.
It is a scary word.
So I thought, okay, well, I need to take all approaches to try and heal myself or get rid of this scary cancer. And so I started doing some reading and research on the internet, looking at not so much raw food per se, but just all sorts of ways to try and heal yourself, different modalities. And I was taking the wheatgrass and I checked out the properties of that. And I started reading pH Miracle by Dr. Robert Young. Yeah, alkalinizing the body. And so I started to change my diet. Now, doing that was somewhat dramatic because I was a bodybuilder before. My highest weight was 265. When I was diagnosed with the cancer, I was about 260, 265 still at that point. And so I changed my diet. I started to come down about 10 pounds, but I went in and did the sentinel node biopsy. And so they took out 5 lymph nodes, and they found cancer in 2 of those 5 lymph nodes. And at that point said that I was at stage 3 cancer, and that I should look at removing all of my lymph nodes.
Wow.
And then do a follow-up with chemotherapy, which for malignant melanoma is 1 year.
Wow.
Pretty intensive for the first 30 days, every day intravenous, and then 3 days.
This is in Canada?
Canada.
Wow.
And then 3 times a week self-injection.
Wow.
So I knew that
That's
wasn't
a lot of poison.
It is a lot of poison.
It is a lot of poison,
Yeah.
especially when you understand what the chemotherapy does to your body.
Absolutely. As I was reading and getting to it. So when I was buying the wheatgrass and sprouts, the woman told me about the Hippocrates Health Institute.
Okay.
So I looked at that and I made a decision that not only would I go, but I would go and become a health educator.
Wow.
Because I felt that it was important now to tell the truth.
Right, especially for 32-year-old people.
Yes.
They're dying of cancer and getting their options chemotherapy.
Absolutely. There's lots of you.
Done. Well, I can't boggles my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's why I drove 600 miles to get here.
Yes.
Wow. And not get paid. That boggles my mind too. Good.
So I went to Hippocrates Health Institute and I was thrown into the raw foodism and the whole concept, of course, the whole lifestyle of what being a raw foodist is, and vegan, if you will, if you want to put it all in there.
Yeah.
And I dropped, 50 pounds there. My blood improved significantly. And
How long a period of time?
3 months.
Are you with it for 3 months?
Yeah, it's 2.5 months, 9 months, something like that. So we left at the end of February, got back in May, and then I had a follow-up with 3 doctors at the cancer center. There's not a definitive blood test that proves 100% either way, because you understand cancer, you can't see it until it's 5 billion cells and so on and so forth.
You can't see it until it's 5 billion cells.
Right.
That's pretty impressive. Wow.
Yes.
You can't see it until it's 5 billion cells.
Right.
You can't see it.
And that takes 8 to 10 years to
And that
grow.
takes 8 to 10 years to grow.
Right.
Technically, everybody in this world has cancer now, I would suspect.
I would say there's a good possibility. They say we have a bout with cancer 6 times in our life.
That's right.
So, but we probably all have a little bit of cancer
We all have a
going
little
on.
bit.
Yeah. So anyway, they did their checks and whatnot, and they haven't been able to find anything. And they were quite, interested in what I was doing, and they said that I should continue down the path. Use a naturopathic doctor who might have some knowledge in oncology, and so I follow up every 4 months. But I feel amazing. My vitality is through the roof.
Wow.
That's it. That's why.
When you get like a typical day, what are you doing a typical day? What's a typical day? When you get up in the morning, what do you...
Oh, well, I get up in the morning. I try very much to stick to the Hippocrates lifestyle.
Okay, which is?
So I get up, I have 2 shots or 2 ounces of wheatgrass.
2 ounces of wheatgrass.
And I also take my E3 Live.
E3 Live.
Okay. And probably 15 minutes later, then I make a cucumber drink.
Okay.
At least 8 ounces.
Okay. Just cucumber?
Just cucumber.
Juice it?
Juice it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I keep it fairly flexible throughout the day, so it's not so controlled. But the next thing I may do will be a green drink, which will be
it's a juice.
It's a green, juice. So I will juice cucumber, celery, and sprouts.
Okay.
I try to use the sunflower and pea green sprouts, but once in a while it might be alfalfa or broccoli or whatever I might have.
Okay.
I will do that 1 to 2 times per day.
Okay.
I will also use the Sun Warrior, and I make a shake with that, with almond milk, the Sun Warrior protein.
That's where you get your calories from that.
Yeah, absolutely as well. The power powder from Hippocrates Health Institute, which is living greens and enzymes. And I also use a product called Sea Vegetables by Shinosa out of Canada. It's actually has E3 Live in it as well. It's a sea vegetable, so I mix all that up. And I may do that 1 or 2 times a day as well, depending. And then I'll follow up with a raw meal of some sort. Could be anything, whatever I feel like that day. Sometimes I will admit that I eat cooked food very often.
I admit it too. There you go.
No, I think
anything else you want to say? Do people have maybe melanoma or lymphoma?
Actually, what I would like to say is that everyone should be considering a vegan minimum, but be looking at a raw food diet, and if they need any more information, to contact Arnold or myself.
How can they contact you?
Well, they could go to my website, www.rawnaturals.ca.
Let me say that again.
www.rawnaturals.ca.
Okay.
They can also go to www.healtheducator.ca, and my email address is bstone@healtheducator.
Bstone?
Bstone, yes. That was my nickname.
Wow. Okay.
bstone@healtheducator.ca.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Good one.